Good morning, student. Today we will discuss about dioxygen. We all know very well oxygen is very important for us. Even we can't survive without oxygen. But how oxygen is prepared? Already we know the main source, the main uh, process of preparation of oxygen, that is photosynthesis. But in chemistry lab, how can we prepare oxygen? We'll discuss little bit about that. Fractional distillation of air, that you have studied in class 9th in detail. First, we collect oxygen at high pressure and at low temperature we liquefy it. We separate water vapor from that, carbon dioxide, other material, and later on that undergo fractional distillation. And we separate nitrogen at 190 minus 196 degrees Celsius, argon minus 186 degrees Celsius, and oxygen, that is minus 183 degrees Celsius, get evaporate. Other than this, by decomposition by heating of potassium chlorate in presence of manganese oxide, that is also one way of preparation of oxygen. Potassium chloride gets separated and we will get oxygen gas. Other than this, by thermal decomposition of metallic oxide, especially metallic oxide which are less reactive. Silver oxide, mercury oxide, direct heating decompose into pure metal and oxygen gas. That you have already studied in class 10th metallurgy. Okay. By reduction, they undergo self-reduction. Other than this, some metallic oxide with higher oxidation state. These are complex metal oxide. They also decompose into metal oxide and produce oxygen. For example, lead oxide Pb3O4, that decompose into PbO, lead oxide, and oxygen gas. Class 11th you have studied in chapter hydrogen, hydrogen peroxide, that easily decompose into water and pure oxygen. So these are few laboratory method of preparation of oxygen. Come to physical properties, already we know that is colorless, odorless, gas है. Okay. Solubility in water is very less, that is 3.08 cubic centimeter per 100 cubic centimeter of water. Means you can say only 3 centimeter in 100 centimeter cube of water, but it is sufficient enough for aquatic animals and marine animals for breathing. Liquefy at 90 Kelvin, freezes at 55 Kelvin. Already we have discussed oxygen is paramagnetic due to presence of unpaired electron in pi star, antibonding pi star 2py, 2px and 2py orbitals. Other than this, oxygen double bond oxygen is very strong. Its bond dissociation enthalpy is greater than 400 kilojoule per mole. So these are some physical properties. Now come to chemical properties. Already we know the compound of oxygen are oxides. Understand? Ab oxides हैं, so these oxides are, we categorize them into 4 parts. Acidic oxide, basic oxide, amphoteric oxide and neutral oxide. क्लास 10th में हमने पढ़ा था एसिड बेस चैप्टर में कि जो नॉन मेटल ऑक्साइड है, नॉन मेटल्स फॉर्म एसिडिक ऑक्साइड एंड metals form basic oxide. Non-metal acidic and metal basic. Non-metallic oxide carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, even nitrogen dioxide and many more. Other than this, even some metal oxides are also acidic. For example, Mn2O7 CrO3. Actually होता क्या है, some of the metals d block elements which shows variable oxidation state, जैसे जैसे उनकी ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट इंक्रीज होती है वैसे वैसे एसिडिक कैरेक्टर भी इंक्रीज हो जाते हैं। मींस यही है MnO2O7 here, oxidation state of Mn is +7 when its oxidation state is +2 MnO, that is basic। लेकिन जैसे जैसे ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट इंक्रीज होती जाएगी वैसे वैसे बेसिक कैरेक्टर डिक्रीज होंगे, देन इट कन्वर्ट इनटू एम्फोटेरिक, एम्फोटेरिक से एसिडिक। अंडरस्टूड? अब हमें कैसे पता चला कि ये एसिडिक है? वेरी सिंपल, dissolve these non-metallic oxide in water and check the pH of water. If pH of water is less than 7, it is acidic in nature. So on dissolving in water, they shows acidic character. So we can say these non-metallic oxides are acidic, and even some metal oxide with higher oxidation state. Metal oxide, sodium ऑक्साइड, कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड, मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड, ये जितने भी मेटल हैं मोस्टली मेटेलिक ऑक्साइड्स आर बेसिक इन नेचर। अगेन सेम, we dissolve them in water and they shows basic character, so we can say these are basic in nature। हाँ, एम्फोटेरिक क्लास 10th में भी हमने पढ़ा था। फॉर एग्जाम्पल एल्यूमिनियम Al2O3, even zinc oxide, even lead oxide. These are some of the metals which whose oxides are amphoteric in nature. They can react with both acid as well as with base. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड को अगर लेते हैं, जिंक ऑक्साइड को ले लो, जिंक ऑक्साइड with HCl form zinc chloride plus H2O, and zinc oxide can dissolve with sodium hydroxide also and form Na2ZnO2 plus H2O, sodium zincate। So zinc oxide with acid, strong base, here it shows basic nature, and with a strong base it shows acidic nature। Same way aluminum oxide also react with HCl and NaOH, you can see in your textbook that reaction is there। Okay, now neutral, there are some non-metals whose oxides are neutral और बहुत रेयर ही है, दो तीन ही है, CO, N2O, NO, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, nitrous oxide and nitric oxide। These are the oxides which are neutral, on dissolving in water they neither show acidic nor basic, so hence we can say these remain as neutral। अब यूजेस क्या है ऑक्सीजन के, तो आई डोंट थिंक कि आपको एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। वी नो वेरी वेल, वी ऑल लिविंग बीइंग्स, एनिमल्स स्पेशली रिक्वायर्ड ऑक्सीजन। ओके, बर्निंग के लिए ऑक्सीजन चाहिए होता है और जहां भी ऑक्सीजन चाहिए होता है। ओके, नाउ आई विल पुट assignment related to this video on your Google Classroom, so you have to solve that। Thank you. If any doubt is there, you can ask me frankly. Thank you.